I'm James the Great.
Hey, I'm Zach, and welcome to our first episode.
First order of business. Have you guys watched that video of Joey De Leon when he made a comment about depression?
Who doesn't?
Absolutely.
It's like the whole country is going crazy about
I
it.
know, but I'm not sure why you're talking about it though.
Yeah, well,
Come on.
you guys know that depression is, well, mental health in general, which
Right,
includes
right.
depression,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
very taboo here in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Hindi natin masyadong pinag-uusapan yan. When we say
It
depression,
is,
it's
yeah.
already something that's kind of like
Yeah, exactly. People will think that
mental
parang-
health disorders, you're
Right.
Yeah.
Or parang
OA or
tagalong.
something, yeah.
right. And
yeah.
so I think it's really fitting that we actually talk about this topic right
I
now.
believe so. I
But-
believe so.
But in the meantime, for those people who have not watched the video, we're gonna be rolling that clip for you guys. So here goes.
Wala, hindi ka naman nadi-depress. Hindi naman. Epekto lang nung doktor pala eh.
Uy, pero hindi biro yun yung depression.
Oo, hindi.
Bakit?
Bakit hindi biro?
Hindi siya joke.
Para magtanim yan?
Hindi, kasi syempre marami nakakabataan. Kaya dapat
Totoo.
kapag merong nakakaranas na gano'n, bigyan natin ng support.
Moral support.
Hindi,
Kasi mahirap
Huwag niyo
din to.
supportahan.
Oo.
Gawa-gawa lang niyo.
Oo.
It's all in the mind.
Bayaan
Ano?
niyo.
It's all in the mind.
Ay! Nawala tuloy kayo!
Ayan, siya.
So what do you guys think about that video?
Well, I think there's nothing wrong with what Joey said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we gotta take into consideration his age, the generation where he grew in. I grew in a generation wherein, you know, if you're in a mess, then you go deal with it yourself. Alam mo yun, parang, hindi mo kailangan ng ano eh, I mean, hindi mo kailangan ng yung friends and family for you to help with your problems during that time. You just have to find solutions by yourself. And I think that's exactly where Joey is coming from.
So being like more dependent on yourself.
Depending on yourself.
And I think that's still necessary
Mm-hmm.
because I guess that what makes every person become stronger.
Yeah, what about
I
you?
know, that is his generation though. We're talking about this previous generation. Come on, or this current generation, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
Talking about this generation, I mean, I know it doesn't sound good, but we this is the generation of millennials.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? So I know it sounds bad, but we are millennials. You know, we're more vulnerable nowadays. You know, teenagers especially are more vulnerable nowadays.
And why is that? Who's to blame?
Well, I don't think it's the kids though. I don't think it's the kids. I think it's the parents who raise the kids. The environment maybe. The
Okay.
gadgets and all that, social media,
A
probably.
good thing that you mentioned about that environment because
Yeah.
another point that I can see here is that, you know, come on, I can understand that there are people who are clinically depressed.
Mhm.
And I have so much respect and I have
And
so much
props,
support on those people. I know na kailangan natin, you know, we have to embrace these people. But
Yeah.
we have to accept the fact as well that there's a lot of people out there, especially the youth,
Mm-hmm.
no, na parang ano lang, nakikiuso. Because everybody else is talking about depression na, okay,
The
imo
teenagers
ako,
especially, the
uy,
teen
depressed
years.
ako. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then everybody wants to seek attention. You know, same as like putting up, you know, their own videos on Facebook or something.
I know, but it's just like what I told you earlier. It's their generation, you know. The kids nowadays, they feel vulnerable, you know. Mga kids ngayon is more prone to their peers kasi teenagers eh. Nagdaan tayo dito. I mean, yung sa atin lang dati, mas accountable tayo because of doon kayo dumaan lamang sa generation mo eh.
So it's
Wait,
the
wait.
battle of the generations, okay?
Hold your thought on there.
Pasintabi po sa mga...
Yes.
No, but I think, it will, in my opinion, I think Joey De Leon in that specific video basically has a point that, you know,
Yeah.
it's not about not caring about these people who have depression. It's more of that parang, I think what he's trying to say is that we shouldn't give these kids who are depressed parang become codependents.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
diba?
Yeah,
we,
I
we,
agree with
can't
that.
we can't just say, I mean, yes, we address their depression, but not in a way that we tolerate it.
Yes.
It's more
I
of
agree.
we have to do something about it. So what
I
are we
agree.
supposed to do something about it? And I think mali lang yung pagkasabi talaga ni Joey na
The delivery, I think,
yeah, the delivery is kind
Plus,
of
it's on
is
national
what messed it up.
TV.
It's on national
yeah.
TV.
So I guess that's the reason
I
why.
think he doesn't have bad intentions naman when he delivered it.
Well, or maybe it's either that or he wasn't just really thinking about what he was
Maybe.
saying. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Because it's live. So
Caught in the moment, probably.
yeah.
right?
So I guess
Yeah.
I guess it's not something that we should parang make a big issue of.
Yeah.
What's
That's
more
true.
important though
That's
is that because of what had happened is
Mhm.
we talk about depression in itself
Yes.
because
Right.
it is true, it is real, and it
Yeah.
it
It's
exists.
a serious issue.
It's a serious issue
Mhm.
because it could lead to so many different things like
Yeah.
depression or abuse or
Suicide.
suicide. Yeah,
Exactly.
Suicide is one of like the most common can I say that complication?
Well, I can definitely relate to that kasi I had a friend who committed suicide, and I feel sorry for that person because wala sa amin nakakaalam na he is depressed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so,
That's the
and
thing. That's the
yeah,
thing.
and then all of a sudden bigla na lang kaming nagulat na alam mo yun, that he already committed suicide.
Wow.
So I felt bad that parang sabi ko, if I could only turn back the time, and if I could just spend more time with this person,
Yeah.
and maybe just share whatever that he's going through at that moment, then maybe baka na-lessen ko yung depression niya. But again, like I said, hindi siya dapat yung na pagka-depressed ka is you have to, alam mo yun, na palagi mong yayakapin or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, kasi
Okay,
if you
that
keep
makes
on
sense.
embracing them, feeling nila lalo mas kawawa
Okay.
sila eh.
So what is the right way of dealing with these kind of people?
Well, in the Bible it says there you reap what you sow, right?
that's true.
So
Right.
we have this certain it's like an order. So
Okay.
it's like if you do something for something, you kind of get it back. But
Mhm.
sometimes there will be people who would like interject with that reaping and sowing. It's much like when, for example, magastos ka sobra,
Mhm.
right? And your parents actually pay for your credit card bills, or they're the ones who give you money,
Alright.
diba? So
Alright.
that's kind of like putting like a barrier of you sowing what you reap.
Mhm.
So parang nagkakaroon ng tolerating factor in between. Okay,
I
so
see.
that makes people codependent.
That's true.
So I think one way for us to be able to parang resolve that is to not tolerate these kinds of people from being depressed. Because sometimes, when we talk about depression in general,
Yeah.
it starts with the feeling. Although yes, in
Yes, that's
like
true.
medically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
depression could be because of certain like
Situations.
enzymes or chemical imbalances
Okay.
in the body.
Come on, man, speak English.
I know, so I'm not gonna make these, this complicated.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can read about that. We have a lot of resources of that
Mhm.
online. So, but it starts with like a feeling, and it grows and grows and grows.
Right.
Okay.
The more you feel bad about something, bad about yourself, bad about your family. So it also has
Yeah.
to do something with like the environment or how
Okay.
you grew up or
Yeah.
these kinds of things. So, going through that, sometimes, masyado nating tinotolerate yung behavior ng tao.
Mhm.
Right? So, if for example,
Tolerate in what way?
like kunyari, like what you said earlier,
Mhm.
if a person is lonely or feeling depressed,
Right.
like if you hug them all of the time, if you become codependent with them,
Yeah, that's true.
diba, you kind of tolerate how they feel. And I think
Okay.
that's one point that they were saying, Joey De Leon was trying to pertain to.
Yeah, lalo na sa sinabi niya na huwag yung supportahan niya. That it means to say na, kumbaga, wag mo nang sabayan yung just let him know that
Hindi
you
mo
understand
depressed.
exactly how he feels and you're there whatever happens.
Mm.
But wag mo nang kung umiiyak, huwag ka na rin makiiyak.
Yeah.
Parang
Okay, and you know what, guys? I think it's very important for these people to acknowledge that they are depressed.
Mhm.
For these people to seek help. right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to seek
Please,
help, yeah.
if you feel that you're in the brink
Yeah.
of getting
Yeah.
depressed,
Or if you're already depressed.
yeah, or if there is already a thought in your mind saying that, I gotta end my life now.
Yeah.
Please seek help. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Like, I
Yes.
mean, it's always good to have good information about
Yeah.
what you have, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you feel that you've been sad for a long time, or
Yeah.
if you feel lonely, or if you feel like you have lack of motivation, that you can't
Yeah.
really process or do your normal daily activities, you have to seek help.
Yes.
Going to a psychiatrist is not humiliating. These
Exactly.
are also doctors, much like going to a
Yes.
doctor because you have hypertension. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
I can relate to
it's.
that.
I'm sorry, I had to give that as an example, but you know, it's totally fine. You can talk to everybody that you can trust.
Everybody,
Your
actually.
parents, your friends, your peers, maybe friends from church.
Friends from church. Yeah.
You can also talk to your healthcare providers, your friends who are nurses, you know, or your friends who are doctors.
Right,
But
absolutely.
guys, I just want to give you a warning because you can talk to people, but make sure to talk to the right people.
That's right.
And how are you gonna know that these are the right people?
That's the thing. Because there are situations before in my life. You know, I've been a teenager at some point. And
Kumbaga naging emo ka.
of course, that's
I
my
think
time.
So you
Podcast,
you were
well,
you were wearing those eyeliners.
Yeah, I was wearing the bracelets, the spikes on
Wait,
it.
can we insert like a picture?
Oh man. Oh man. Let's
Okay.
see if we can. But yeah, nagdaan ako sa ganung situation. And you know what? Unfortunately, doon ako na barkad sa mga tipong they have the vice, you know.
Right.
So
right.
it might lead you to a wrong thing. You might be more depressed.
Okay.
You know, baka ma-depress ka palalo. So
It's gonna make it worse.
it will make it worse.
Or
So,
maybe
yeah.
like in these kinds of situations, you would find other things
Mhm.
parang that would make you feel comfortable or good at just that moment.
Happy
But,
thoughts.
Yeah, on the next day, biglang tumula na naman, so you have to start it again. So it's
Right.
much more of like an addiction for you. Na
Yeah.
parang, I want more of that happiness. Parang
That's true.
ganun.
But you know what, guys? What we're talking about here is the temporary solution.
Yeah.
There is a permanent solution, by the way.
And what is that?
I think permanent solution is being in line with Christ. You know, walking with Him. Right? Do you agree with that, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally agree.
100%.
It's based on experience, you know, like
Yeah.
you just walk like all over the place, and then
Yes.
once you find, you know, God in the
Yes.
center of your life, or once you meet Him, and once you
Mhm.
feel His love,
Mhm.
you all of a sudden just know where to go.
I know.
Just know what to do, right?
Absolutely. I agree. Iba kasi yung iba yung binibigay na peace and comfort if
Yeah.
you're alam mo yun, if you're spiritually secured and if your faith is secured, there's always that happiness that
Yeah.
alam mo yun,
The
beyond
joy. The
yeah,
joy.
yung it's beyond explanation. Alam mo yun. So alam mo yun, just follow Christ. If you can't see yourself following Christ, just seek anybody
Anybody, yeah.
who knows Christ, and then I'm pretty sure that hindi ka niya dadalhin sa sa
So yeah.
maling decisions or
Will
whatnot.
definitely help you out. There are people like that. Believe me, guys. There are people like that, and you'll feel the breakthrough talaga. Pag tipong tinanggap mo na si Christ as your Lord and Savior.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, in times of troubles, hindi lang kaibigan, or I mean, we will have friends, we will have our families. But that's actually, as James mentioned earlier, it's temporary.
Yeah,
Right.
it's temporary.
And like once you just know kung sino talaga si Lord and
Right.
what He can do and how much He
Yeah.
can offer in
That's
your
true.
life,
That's true.
just everything's gonna be like unlimited. Like
Exactly.
he's
Wow.
just unlimited, and He's
Wow.
gonna love you and just protect you and just be there for you all of the time, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right? And
So,
pwede po kayo maging testament, guys. Imagine from being depressed, from being this complete person, happy person. What would you choose, being depressed or being this happy person, right?
Yeah, and there's nothing impossible with God. If you feel
Absolutely.
that you are depressed, yes, there will be people you can talk to.
Yeah.
There will be agencies that you can
Yeah.
call at any time, which we
Yes.
will also give you links on
Yeah.
the description below.
Right
Yeah.
below.
Yeah,
Call him,
and
guys.
call him and talk to your healthcare providers as well. But most of all, just have faith in be prayerful to God.
Yes.
Talk to Him.
Amen.
Talk to Him because
Yeah.
He will be the ultimate healer in your lives. So if you feel depressed,
I hope not. I hope not.
yeah, if you feel depressed, you can actually comment down below
Yes.
if you
Yes,
know
please.
anybody who's also going through certain things. We can pray for you. We can
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
give you advice, and
Right.
you can also just talk to us if
Yeah.
you have any ideas about depression or how you
Yes.
feel about this issue.
Yeah.
Yes, please give us your thoughts or
Give us your
comments. Leave your comments
yeah,
below.
please.
And if you know anybody whom you think is going through not just maybe not into the level of depression yet, but who's just feeling lonely,
Yeah.
please share this video to that person, and hopefully we can help that through this message.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
All right. So, James.
Before we let you go, guys, let me leave you with a verse. Psalm chapter 9, chapter 9, verse 10. The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble.
There you go. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Forbidden Talks,
Yes.
and our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook. We're gonna post the link down below.
All right.
And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs
up.
up as
Yes.
well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we will see you soon.
See you soon.
Please do wait for our next episode. It's gonna be epic. And again, my name is Rian.
I'm James the Great.
And I'm Zach, where we talk about things that people don't dare talk about.
Right.
True that.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.